Welcome to Bards and Nobles, episode
In the
4.
morning.
In the morning. Welcome to Brunch with Bards. This is episode 4 of our Shadow of the Pit Lords campaign, where we are playing the Shadow of the Demon Lord system, written by Robert Schwab, as we explore the mysterious world of Pitt. I am Brian, the Game Master, and this morning I am joined by...
Aaron Williams playing Dagger Claw.
Andrew Danon playing Not Awake Wraith.
Anthony Boyd playing Eberin.
Brian.
Who's next? So keep introducing yourselves. Don't focus on me.
Charles Nelson playing Necros. I was muted, my bad.
Hey,
Hey, we're
man,
live, so...
we're live.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself.
Perfect timing.
Ralph's here too. You can see him. My name's Trey. I'll be playing a changeling.
Nice.
Is it too early for this?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. What's up, homies?
There he
streaming.
is.
We're live.
Hey, let's introduce yourself to the podcast audience at home.
Are we live already?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what happens when you don't show up on time.
Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning. All right, so let's get into this. We all know who that is. Someone go ahead and give us a recap of last week's episode.
Last week's episode of Bards and Nobles, Shadow of the Pit Lords, is that everybody spent some time exploring the city, and some people handled it better than others. I think that Ralph and Trey got really depressed and didn't do anything, and then Andrew and Charles both handled it pretty well, I think, and Daggerclaw did okay. Then we all reconvened. Ralph had a token that related to the Strappers gang, and Charles
Wooden token.
a wooden token related to the Strappers gang, and Charles had a hint as to where we can find them. So we set off on an adventure to that location, and when we got there, we met with some people, handed over the token, and they said, if you can do this job for us, maybe we'll help you out. And then they assigned us Boyd's character Eberin to deal with.
I feel like you guys got the short end.
job?
You guys got the short end of it.
The job was to go and get something. If I can, I can't remember the job.
Wow.
It was like to make a boxer lose, right?
Oh yeah. We had to go.
We're going.
Yeah.
We have to convince a boxer to lose a fight.
Yeah, we're just convincing him that it's in his best interest to throw his fight.
So you go down in the third.
His name is Conga.
I got a feeling we're about to end up in a
He
Pulp
was a
Fiction type
showgirl.
of situation. Oh shit! I shot Marvin in the face situation.
Are we talking? Wait, does the boxer part also come with a clock in the butt? Is that what we're doing here?
Yeah.
What?
If you play your cards right, or should I say if you roll your dice right?
All right.
Comment,
so-
motherfucker. Do you speak?
All right, so you guys have been more or less following Eberin, but as he's guiding you through the streets of the market district, it takes a little bit before you guys find your way out of it. You start to... He doesn't seem to be... He does seem to be confident, but maybe not the most reliable with information. But you do navigate out of the market district, and as you head out, you take a left onto Petal Lane, and then just out of curiosity, Eberin, since you're kind of leading the way, when the streets fork between Vermilion Rose and Street of the Poets, which way do you go?
Which street looks the brightest, like the most colors?
The brightest is probably going to be called Vermilion Rose. That one has a lot more floral arrangements, and not even arrangements, but just like
No,
it's a very
you had me floral. Go, I'm there.
gotcha. It's a very artsy like. This is a very free spirited center for free spirited individuals, if that makes any sense. The buildings switch from these like mushed together ramshackle Victorian houses to like practical tenement towers, and they vary from like these apartment buildings to like almost fevered architectural ambition, like just they don't look like they should be able to stand, but somehow they are. And there's just lots of these apartment and condos mushed together of varying colors and brightness, and like I said, flowers and greenery and bluery and reddery and just all kinds of colors.
Yeah, that's the street I choose. I'm like so excited. I kind of forget that people are following me and that I'm supposed to be leading these people, and I'm just enjoying the flowers and the scenery.
Gotcha.
Skipping down the lane, humming to himself.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys are moving through, it's mid-morning, and you see lots of like there's lots of artists and street performers out. So lots of easels, lots of chisels with their own little statue or sculpture installations, lots of dancing and music and singing. And it's honestly,
Wow.
it's not as pleasant as it sounds. It's more of this like cacophony of just like random noises. And it's like it's less on the genius of the artist and more on the utmost insanity of what these people are doing. There's just so much. And even as you guys are walking through this this little cafe on the side, a scene starts to gather as like a debate between two what looks like a blue halfling and then just like this almost angelic creature with a halo, literally with a halo. They just seem to be arguing as they're like spilling out into the street. What are you guys doing here? Looking for anything in particular, or just moving through, eyes down? Are you interacting or engaging with anything, or have you guys gone quiet and stopped engaging with each other? What are you guys doing?
Eberron is like touching flowers, like feeling grass if there's any around, and just like hugging trees, like just real excited to see greenery. He's never seen it before, and he is looking like he's never seen it before. He's just wow. Oh, but I'm slowly making my way down the street as I'm going from one thing.
Okay,
to the
I was gonna
next
say,
thing.
have you more or less stopped guiding them and just moved on to like engaging with the scenery?
No, I'm more like a little kid, like, guys, look at this, but look at that. And I'm slowly, I'm working my way down the street, not because I'm guiding them, but because I'm fascinated of what's further down the street.
Okay,
It's like-
as you're doing that, the thing that catches your eye and just like completely entrances you is this enormous bronze sculpture of like this bulging sack-like body, supported by like lion legs, and it's stretching up and it's raising this like almost female human face, open mouth, crying to the sky, and like with every like with every like polish, this artist who's just this very like dark, stubby looking man. He's almost potato shaped. He's like fantasy Danny DeVito, with every strike of this little hammer that he has. It's just this little ball peen hammer. It like this sound starts as a gurgle on the inside, and then it turns to a rumble, and then it turns to like this angelic like cry out from the mouth of the lion.
That's pretty awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm with Iberin on this.
Yeah.
Just taking in the sights.
I just imagine, like, since we don't really know where we're going, we're just, like, following him from, like, interesting thing to interesting thing. So it's just, like, a little pack of tourists. Like, just different areas.
Brian, I'm curious about like the vibe. Is it like wholesome-y? Like, is it like fun, or is it like this like?
Are you
dark
requesting a
side to
vibe
it?
check?
Roll for vibe.
Yeah, I like to roll for vibe check.
You ever been in New Orleans after 3 a.m.?
Yeah, is that what this is? I feel like this is what this is.
I have. and
It's-
it's awful.
It's honestly, it's very surreal. Like it's a lot of, it's this weird mix of like, yeah, like the a late night in New Orleans out in the French Quarter, but away from the touristy areas. More, well, not touristy areas, like around Jackson Square. And there's a mix of, like I said, a lot of artists just literally lost in their work, whether that be music or art or sculpting. And it's mostly just people like working. It's a lot of artists without the tourist aspect of it. Like really, you guys are the only ones walking around kind of taking things in. Everyone else just, this seems, rote and like part of a daily routine for them. So it's like, it's almost surreal because it feels like there should be this sense of wonder, but it's almost like mundane.
Wow. Well, I am enraptured in the wonder. 100% enraptured in the wonder.
Okay.
I go
This
for
is like the
dog.
one. This has been the one redeeming fact of Pitt so far.
I just assume that the people around us that aren't really interested in actually taking in the sights, I just assume that they live here, and the extraordinary has become the mundane for them because it's there every day.
So
But I
deep.
still also take it in because I've not seen anything like this before, and I admire the various pieces of art.
Gotcha.
Just as enthusiastically as Ebb is saying things, I'm echoing it as if like I said it. He's like, oh man, check this out. I'm like, hey guys, come check this out. As I follow him.
You see the artist who's working on that sculpture. He kind of takes a step back and he like wipes his brow. And he's like, you just kind of overhear him because like as he steps back, it's like kind of towards you, but he has no idea you guys are there admiring. He's just like, where is that damn girl? And then as he looks up and looks around, he sees you guys there. He's like, oh, hello. Do you like what you see? And he kind of moves over so you guys can get a better look.
It's a very fascinating sculpture. The sound that you produced with it, with the small hammer, that's really interesting take on an interactive sculpture. What was your muse? Like, where did you get this idea from?
He's like, my muse is really I'm enraptured by it. I love trying to capture it, and show the world the blend of touch and sight and sound. In fact, that's why I named it synesthesia. And like he like just points at it again, and like he's.
I say, bless you.
You should be proud of this accomplishment. It looks and even sounds
Enticing.
incredible. Yes.
He says, thank you. If I just wish it were finished. I wish it were complete.
What's
I
missing?
I have another piece. My niece is supposed to be bringing me a crown for it that I'm going to affix to the top. Have you seen her around?
What does she look like?
She's short. She's not the smallest girl. kind of squatty, dark skin. And then he goes on to describe even like the cut of her like dress and everything and shoe color. And he literally just describes himself, but with red hair.
Have I seen her walking through the streets, Brian?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I look over to his equipment. Does he have a red wig in the equipment?
There is no red wig. You do see what's it called? Lots of there are hammers and little chisels and things for polishing and vials of liquid, and there are also lots of jars of insects and other like alchemy looking like potions or whatever, and they're just laid out on the ground, as opposed to like an artist having like their brushes or an easel or a paint board thing. Those are the kind of tools he has laying around.
I asked her, would you like help to search for your niece?
He's like, oh, absolutely. Unfortunately, I can't leave my piece here, especially with all my equipment. But if you do see her, she was supposed to retrieve the crown from a shop on the Alabaster Boulevard. Please bring her here at once, and I will make for you a song that's never been heard before.
I'm sold. I'm like, hey, Eberyn, where is this place? We gotta screw this boxer crap. This is much more inspiring.
This boxer crap might be your ticket out of here to return home, and so
you know what?
Suddenly you would forsake it.
I just found the one inspiring thing out of this whole crappy city. No, yes, I would forsake it. Okay, all right. There's a flicker of hope in this place.
Your passion inspires me.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
what
guys.
what did I miss? I was just staring at this artist.
Well, he was talking to us.
Everett, we have no choice, but we have to find this red-haired girl. Come on, let's go find her. Where is she again?
Alabaster.
I'm sorry,
Street.
I spaced out. What red hair girl?
Oh, the artist has requested us to locate his niece. She's supposed to be bringing him a crown to finish off this piece.
I don't like it. You just rhymed that.
We should make haste and wait not the least.
Two more. Do two more. I go, oh yeah, we know where that is, right, Eb? And like I'm kind of like patting him on the back, like yeah.
I feel like we can keep an eye out for her on our way to do the other job.
Is this place on the way? Brian, Alberin, I think
the
you
Alabaster
said. What'd you say?
Row or something?
Boulevard. Yeah, right now the street you're on is the Vermilion Rose.
Such a pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alabaster Boulevard.
Are they close to each other? Do they cross? I don't know.
just another road in the city. I don't know where it's at.
What's the lay of the land? Is it on the way or is it out of our way?
How would you know this right now?
I asked Master Artist.
Eb.
Master Artist. Where is this Alabaster?
It's like, please, it's Hipparchus. Nice to meet you.
Curious name. Hipparchus, where might we find this Alabaster Boulevard?
Well, it's just a few streets over. You take a left at, you follow this road until it intersects with Goldflake Street. And then it should be two more lefts and you'll turn onto Gauche Road.
Okay. And then Gauche Road should connect to the Alabaster Boulevard.
That is
Excellent.
correct.
Okay.
And you can see he's like talking to you, but he's also looking at the sculpture, and you can see just not clocks, but you can see cogs just turning, like he's just figuring out the next piece, the next part. Right. The clock guts.
Just a pile of clock guts.
All right, gentlemen. I think we're headed to Alabaster Boulevard. Let's go.
But why?
Because we gotta help out this guy who's like the single redeeming fact of this whole city. Come on, Eberyn.
But why?
Well, he needs it to. He needs
Well,
it to
what?
finish this artwork, and he promised us a song that's never been sung before, and I, for one, would like to hear it.
It could be the most
We don't know that
magical
it's
thing
good.
we hear all day.
I've been around a lot of bad music that we've just made up. So like the Bearded Princess is where I've been getting like my food and where I've not been getting beaten up, and I would like to very much like just do what we're supposed to do.
That's honor. That's
I completely agree with that.
honorable. We
mean,
must
we could-
tell Hippocarthus.
But we also
Hipparchus.
we also have a time limit.
Yeah, I say we deal with the task that we were given first, and then on our way back we can circle by Alabaster Boulevard and look for this artist's niece.
Well, then we must tell Hitharchus
'Cause-
that we are not going to be assisting him.
I mean, we are. It's just his request was added to the queue after our initial request, so we
Yeah.
first come first serve. That's how this works.
We've reached our whip limit.
You can't just move support tickets around, man. That's not how this works.
It doesn't sound very
But you
adaptable.
can. But you know you can.
But should you?
though. You have to adapt to the needs of your customers, right?
That's just it. They're not customers. We're not getting. This guy isn't paying us.
You
But this
can't
guy
eat
is
with
so
music.
cool, Eberin.
Hey,
Ralph
I-
is visibly distressed.
I turn and
Right.
you look for the first time that you've seen him. He's not smiling. Everyone looks this clockwork, whatever his faceplate looks like, is like, I'm done working for free. Do you understand that? I put
Working
a
for free. You're
and then I
working
put
for
a
the
smile-
meaning of your soul.
no. That's free. And I turn and my smile comes back and I'm jolly back down the row.
To be fair, I mean, music doesn't fill our bellies with food,
I
so
feel like you're Elfo. Elfo from Disenchanted.
it's a good show. I like that.
Angry elf. All right.
I feel like we should definitely deal with our Broxer thing first, and because I don't think that's going to take very long. We're basically just delivering a message, right? So we should be able to do that. Back, we
It depends on how that message is received. It could require some persuasion.
He didn't say anything about persuasion. He just said deliver the message. I got the impression that it's not our job to enforce the message. So
I'm pretty sure it's our job to convince him.
Yes.
all right.
I look at Mr. Hippo Man and I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry. I would love to help you, and you are absolutely inspiring. Maybe the only redeeming factor in this whole city. But we'll be back, and I assure you, I will try my best to assist you in whatever way I can. I apologize, I cannot assist you right now.
He says,
We will keep an eye out for your niece and send her your way if we see her.
he says, I appreciate it, and I'm sure that if you would be able to do this for me, that my patron would also be much obliged.
Did you hear that, Eberin? It's about
Eberyn's
money
gone.
later.
Everyone's walked away.
guys, I got it. Let's just split the party.
Hey, there we go.
That's all we need to do.
All right, we're gonna get done with this. We're gonna actually help people that matter. All right, let's go.
All right, so you guys follow after Eberin?
Matters.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Eberin, where are you heading to next? Like, are you going? You're trying to find the crystal ponds?
After that little interaction, Eberin, I'm still have giddy smile on my face, but my pace has quickened. I've become more focused. I'm now heading directly to the twin
Okay.
sets.
Gotcha. The twin nests.
Twin Nest. I'm headed there as direct a route as I know in my head,
Gotcha.
and as fast as I can get there at this point.
But
Okay.
That little detour, I was like, nope, I'm not about to deal with this.
Yeah, so the fastest way would definitely, if you knew the shortcut, the crystal ponds would be shorter, but the most direct route, like as far as just following the streets or whatever, yeah, it would take you through some other streets. Give me an intellect challenge roll, because I don't think you've been through this area. You just have a general idea of where you're trying to get there, right?
Correct.
Cool.
I've just been given a little bit more detailed directions, but I haven't actually walked these streets before.
Walk these streets. All right. So what does your intellect challenge roll yield?
Give me one moment.
All right.
17.
Ooh.
17. Okay, yeah, your sense of direction is pretty strong. You know the direction you have to go. And even if the streets don't line up, you're still able to maintain the perfect patterns of like left and then right to get back in the same direction. And the tall, squished together, brightly colored and wildly decorated tenements of the artist quarter kind of dull out, kind of flatten out, and you find yourself in this sort of ragamuffin slum of sorts. There's these rotting wooden buildings that kind of built on top of each other that form these like ramshackle towers that aren't exactly straight. And overhead, a lot of them are connected with like rope bridges that are kind of just spider webbed over the area. And it's a very this is the other part of New Orleans. This would be like, even though it's nighttime, it feels like New Orleans at 6 or 7 in the morning. It smells horrible. There are still drunks falling asleep or belligerently waking up in the middle of the street. Occasionally you pass by a fog-bloated corpse, and then there's like beggars and waremongers that aren't on the clock. They're just there. Let's see.
You guys want to ask them if they need help with anything?
Actually, yes.
Shouldn't have
Jane
asked
Tillman,
him.
you have sidetracked us again.
Ebron is beelining. He doesn't stop. He's like, I've seen this. I've seen this before.
You see, you see one hooded figure, just kind of like he kind of stumbles a little bit towards. He's gonna pick Ralph.
Of course he does. He found the weakest mark in the group.
He says, "Hey fella, where'd you get those shoes? Where you got those shoes?"
I don't know. I answer. I don't know. I got him.
Are you wearing shoes?
I think I made him. No, I got wraps. I got wraps on my feet.
Gotcha.
Of course.
You're just gonna let this
You got
guy
them.
insult you like that, Ralph?
And as you guys continue, as you stop to
Aw.
engage, even just to say a sentence, you see more people slowly start to approach, and not all of them, actually, all of them look very shady and like, I don't know, dangerous as sorts. And even you, Ebron, as much as you're beelining, you're starting to see people kind of close in on you. What are you guys doing?
Attack!
I just keep waiting. I don't really have anything on me, so I'm not worried about getting like that, like them stealing like personal items.
Mm-hmm.
So I just yelled back. I was like, "We're not here for any of this. Move!" And I was like, I keep trying to politely weave through them, but tell me if anyone gets physically within my personal space.
Physical.
Yeah. There's three bigger guys, kind of like close off the main street where you guys are heading down, and then the obvious leader of them, he's he kind of looks like he's kind of pig-faced, and he has like gray skin. He's got the short pig snout, and he's just kind of wearing this like tattered shawl with a hood, or almost like a raggedy poncho. And he's like, hold up, friends. You lot don't look like you're from around here.
No.
1, we're not your friends. 2, we're not from around here. That's why we're trying to get through here.
See?
Yeah,
Oh.
see?
Yeah.
I say,
Yeah.
yeah, bub. I point at him.
And also, we don't have anything of value on us. Like, we literally just got to the city, so I don't know what you're hoping to gain from this.
I put my
halfway through the mugging already.
I put my hand in my face as soon as he gives all the information up. I'm like, okay, cool.
He says, "Do I look like some kind of gully? Huh? What's your goal here? Huh? What are you doing in our streets?"
We're just passing through to the Twin Nest. We are on a job.
Do you guys
Oh,
normally shake down travelers?
He says,
Are we being detained? I'm traveling.
Are we being detained?
He
Get a
says,
warrant, Fed boy.
He says, "Travelers, yes, because this is our street, and you got to pay to be on our street." And he leans in, and he kind of like peels open the poncho a little bit, and you see this like dagger hanging on his belt loop. He's like, unless you got a garnish for me, and then you can travel right on through.
I look around for some parsley.
Unfortunately, no parsley in the.
Well,
in the
I tell
alleyway.
him,
That's
we're not looking for conflict. Is there a street that has more polite people on it?
He says, I don't like the cut.
Is there a
He
Manners
says,
street?
there are plenty of streets. Unfortunately, you chose ours. And at this point, it's not a full circle around you, but it's like 270 degrees of a circle.
How many?
As about we'll say, well, you know what, I'll roll for this one.
It doesn't say.
That's the loading circle. When that circle's complete, it's on.
There's 5 of them that look more or less threatening and are standing with the guy that's been talking to you, the big pig-faced orc guy.
So there's
and
5 plus pig face?
Yeah, and then there's like probably 5 or 6 others that just literally look like bums, but they've kind of backed off a little bit and they've moved on, or since they're drunk, they just kind of like stop paying attention. So it's those 6 plus a couple others just in the distance.
And they're slowly surrounding us in the shape of a doom clock, so to speak.
I just look him in the face and I tell him, it's like, hey, if you have any problem with us walking your streets, send somebody over to Jethro at the Bearded Princess. Other than that, we have work to do. And I start sliding past him.
Give me a will challenge roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a 3.
You can't smile your way out of this one.
He says, Jethro, at the Bearded Princess? Well, never heard of him. All right, now the time for wigwag's over. Either pay up or get chivved.
I bump Necros and I'm like, hey, give him those little thingies I gave you.
Oh, the bits?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, great idea. I'm like, we have these bits, and I hold them out like with my hands cupped.
How many?
12.
12.
That's a penny.
It's 1.2 pennies. He says, he looks at it, he scoops them out of your hand, and he says, all right, a couple glitters is better than nothing. What about that? What you got there? And he's pointing over at you, Daggerclaw, at the club that you have on you.
Gotcha. Oh.
You hit him in the face with it.
I pull it out and I'm like, this stick?
He says, yeah, that's a fancy stick you got.
I toss it to him. It's like, yeah, go break it over somebody, I guess.
He's like, he
The war
grabs
is
it
away.
and he looks at you. And he's like, well, I intend to do just that. You guys enjoy your passage. Don't let me see you around here anymore. And they kind of just back off and just make their way back into whatever dark alleyway they slinked out of in the morning. And at that point, some of the bums and beggars, they kind of like stay away from you guys.
I figured they'd come after us now that they know we have money. They have
Well, now
money.
we're
They're
broke,
giving it
too.
away. Let's go get them.
Let's go get him.
I whisper to Ralph, I expected more out of our warrior.
I whisper back, yeah, me too.
Am I supposed to be the muscle? I didn't know I was supposed to be the muscle.
I mean, do you want me to start a fight with 5 people? That's more than just me that gets hurt.
I mean, you had a weapon, so
I still have a weapon. I have an iron rod.
Oh, I forgot about your iron rod. Oh yeah, you got a much better weapon.
Yeah,
It's
he
in my
wanted
pants.
this wooden stick.
As he describes it, I was like, you know what? Maybe he is a wise and cunning warrior. For him.
blood was cursed. I get it. That makes sense.
As you guys try to navigate your way out of here, head over, you cut over onto Lantern Road and you take the fork at Blackfriars. And the one thing you do notice, and I feel like, again, Ralph, you're the one to notice this, is that whatever rodents and infestation and critters that the city has, the city hasn't had.
What?
This area does have. Like there's little rodents running around, not necessarily rats, but like a combination of like ferrets and other gross
Oh my
things.
gosh. Well, it's not gross to Ralph. It brings
Ferrets are
tremendous.
gross.
It brings tremendous joy to Ralph. He loves this part too. This is I guess a slightly redeeming side of the city too, in his eyes.
By the end of this journey, the whole city's redeemed. There's so much more to this city than I thought. Oh my gosh, let's never leave.
I also love how Ralph was like ready to just abandon his whole previous life because of one art piece. Like,
It's that inspiring.
I came up with that backstory in 5 minutes. Fuck it.
No, he's looking for redeeming things. He wants life and nature. This is what it's all about, man. Not this
I hate
dark,
Ralph.
gloomy concrete jungle. I hate Ralph. Well, you know what? Ralph loves you, Eberin, okay? Aside from your angry side, okay?
No. Eberin is very happy and likes everyone for the most part. But Boyd hates Ralph.
Ralph's gonna get shanked in the end. Something happens to me.
I continue on to the twin nest.
Gotcha. I mean, it takes a little bit. This area, this slums, is a little larger than some other areas. So, I'm gonna have, let's see, Andrew, Wraith's Whisper. Go ahead and give me a perception challenge roll.
Okie dokie. I can do that.
Because speaking of the rats and other rodents, you see.
I don't know shit.
What did you roll?
3.
A 3. You do see something. You see something sparkle in the distance, and like it's just down one alleyway that's relatively covered and relatively dark. And between you and Ralph, you're tracking one of these little like ferret type creatures. It's like it's imagine a rat shaped like a ferret. That's what it's looking like.
Just a long rat.
Yeah. Just no, it's not as furry, and the tail's just like really long and wiry like a rat. You see one literally just dragging a disembodied hand with a relatively large ring attached to it into an alleyway, and you hear the skittering of probably 15 or 20 more beyond it.
I like get down and I'm like, hey buddy, and I'm trying to like draw the little ferret rat to me.
The one with the thing in its mouth?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and I guess that's a will challenge roll.
Okay. Is it befriend? Can I befriend animal, or do I need to like probably like hang with it a little bit? Because I have that spell and I'd like to use it if I can.
I mean, it's an animal. Like, what is your spell? What is your ability?
I can charm the animal, and if I roll high enough, it's permanently charmed. If not, it's charmed for a day.
Nice. Yeah. No, you can definitely try to invoke that on it.
Awesome. All right, and I get a boon because that's just I'm a nature priest or whatever, priestly or whatever.
Whatever kind of character I'm playing.
Yeah. Your theology.
I'm the thing where I get to roll really
You're
high.
passionate about your theology. You just have no idea what it is.
Yeah, I'm just figuring it out.
I don't know what I believe in, but I believe the hell out of it.
And I'm mad if you believe something different.
All right. Oh, and I got a +6. I get a +1d6.
Okay. I was like, what plus?
Hold on. Yeah, it is permanently charmed.
Permanently
baby.
or for one day?
Wow.
Red.
Wow.
Forever. Until it dies. Yeah.
Which with Ralph could be sooner rather than later.
It might.
His lifespan is actually 20 hours. You should have rolled for one day. No, for some reason, you guys hear this like whirring of clicks and whistles coming from this clockwork, and honestly, even when the whirring and clicks die, it looks like he's still doing something and gears are going, but you just can't hear at this frequency as this animal perks up and like looks, and its eyes go wide, and at first it's I don't know if rats do the haunches thing, but for some reason this one does, and it like drops what it has, and it comes skittering with enthusiasm towards you, and it runs up your leg, up to your shoulder, and it just kind of starts like nuzzling at your ear.
Oh,
Or I
I'm
guess
super
pumped. Or do you have just like a hole?
I just have like a plate. It's just a plate.
Oh,
There's
it's
no
just
hole.
yeah. He just starts nuzzling at you. I
Oh
guess.
my gosh, I feel the most alive I've felt this entire time, and I'm petting it, and I'm just like, and I have that little plant, and I feed it some of the plant. I don't think it really likes it either, but that's okay. And I'm petting this. I don't even care about the ring thing, and I'm just super pumped to have this this pet now.
Eberron would like to walk over and get the ring.
Sure. I mean, you pick up the hand, or just like try not to touch the hand. How are you removing this ring?
I grab the hand and just pull the ring off of it.
Gotcha.
And I just toss the hand down the alley.
That's fine. As soon as you toss it, the sound of like probably a dozen or so critters just starts jumping on it, and you hear like nibbling and crunching. But you take the ring, and it looks to be like it's made of platinum, and that it has just like this really nice blue gem at the top. And in the gem itself, you can kind of see like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen those old arcade machines with the fake 3D like video playing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like this little hologram almost in the middle of it of just a skull.
Cool.
I try to I use like my vest and I kind of wipe it off, and then I just stuff it in a little pocket I have on the inside of my pants.
Do I see him do this? I guess
Yeah.
he's right in front of me. Yeah, I look at him and I'm like, that ring looks dark as hell. And I just keep walking.
We could use it to bribe the boxer,
Mm.
and then I just keep walking
With
forward.
no intention of bribing the
possible.
boxer.
Or I could put it on my hand and punch the boxer in the face until he.
You know what? Punching the boxer's probably the greatest idea I've heard this episode.
Yeah.
I want to come up with you.
Trey's the guy who watches a UFC fight. He's like, I can take that guy.
Just stand up. Just stand
Yeah.
up.
Why don't they just stand him up?
Why
Why are they just hugging? They're just hugging. They're not fighting.
You didn't even hit him that hard.
Trey's
right on the
comment.
ground.
Trey's comment earlier to a gang of five people was like, "Our warrior didn't do shit." It's a gang of 5 people.
I mean,
We're
you
in
know.
their turf. The odds are against us.
Yeah, like a brave warrior would say. All right, moving on.
Trey's that person. He's like, he will get you into every fight in the world, but when you turn around, he's the one that's like taking 3 steps back.
Yeah. Bravery is
Why
stupidity. Didn't you
fight?
know?
Idiot.
That looks like your problem.
Okay, so you guys can actually see now in the distance the twin nests. It's obviously what would be the twin nest because it's like
It's
almost
literally like a car with like 2 like just bird
Well-
nests on it.
in the distance. You see like these outcroppings, these plateaus that are elevated above the normal, I guess, level of the ground, and they're rather large plateaus they have thick walls, and it looks like the streets don't actually connect, but like streets that lead up to it lead up to several different, I guess, contraptions that look like man-powered rope and pulley and these deep buttoned plush fabric chairs. And it looks like someone either on top or on bottom has to operate these to pull people up to it or to move down from it. And as you approach one of these, you see a guy. You know what? Let's make it a woman. You see a woman, and she's crouched down, just kind of like more or less drawing in the mud with a stick. And she kind of like has really long spindly limbs and a very, very small rounded body with a smaller round head attached to it. But she seems to be the only one around with this contraption.
Real gangly.
Yeah.
Sounds like an insect.
I just go like kneel down next to her and like just looking at what she's drawing. I'm just sit there for a second.
Yeah. It looks like she's just scribbling runes of some kind. Like it'll be like a letter or a symbol that you don't recognize. And she just does that and scratches it out and sees you. She's like, "Oh, hello.
Hey, I like what you were drawing.
Oh, appreciate it.
Is it a language or is it like magic stuff?
I mean, without getting into the whole magic or language is magic, but it's just my doodles.
Okay. Well, I like it a lot. We're looking for Conga. Do you know where we can find him?
Oh, Conga. Yeah, he's got a fight tonight if I remember correctly. If that's what I heard.
Yeah, we're supposed to. We got some of his. I don't know, some of his equipment and stuff that we're supposed to deliver to him. I'm not sure. We're not supposed to look in the box.
Oh, okay. What box? She looks around.
Our boss told us when we got there to him there would be a box. I don't know. I don't understand magic.
She's like, wait a minute. Are you trying to bob me? You said you're delivering a box, but you're gonna get there to see what's inside the box.
Yeah.
She stands up and as she stands fully, God, I almost said it. As she stands up,
As she stands at attention.
she's nearly 8 feet tall, but her limbs are, her wingspan is probably like 18 feet. And her legs are just literally as thin as sticks. But she's got that round, but it's like a daddy long legs, but with like 4 limbs. She said, yeah, that's all good and well. What do you want with me? What are you doing here? The lot of you. You don't smell like cagers to me.
We're not. We're just here to deliver something and talk to Conga. I'm just still in the dirt, and like I'm trying to recreate her runes that I saw her draw.
Okay, she's like, so what do you want with me? What again? What's going on here?
Oh, I was just asking directions if you knew where he was, but if you don't,
Yeah,
know,
I heard he lives somewhere in the Twin Nest. That's
okay.
people
thank you.
see him running around there.
Appreciate it. We'll let you get back to your drawings then.
Yeah.
And then I start drawing like the old school, like like the 3 lines, and you turn that. I start drawing that. I was like, "Look, I made a new one." I said, "Thank you." I just put her stick back down, and I just walk away.
Okay.
Do the runes that she was drawing, did it look like a language? Because I speak quite a few languages.
No, she was literally just doodling in the dirt.
Okay.
Like with where she's sitting and standing, it seems like she just operates that. Like that's her job, is to operate the machine that cranks the chair up and down to the nests. And so she's just hanging out over there.
I just head to the elevator, and it's like, we're going up.
She's like, okay. All right, so as you get on the elevator, she starts rising it up, and you guys watch Eberyn just ascend into the sky.
Is there room for more than one on the
I'll
elevator?
go with him.
Yeah, there's like
There's room for all of us. It's almost like Brian playing.
There's room for 4.
I join Eberyn.
I will.
I'm already too high up. You guys got.
Wait, do you tell her to stop? He's already off the ground.
No,
Yeah,
we'll
let's
just let
let
him go
him
by
go.
himself. He didn't wait for the rest of the group.
He was very, very driven. I honestly don't care what happens at this point. I'm just hanging with my little furry friend, and I'm watching him go up.
Like in the game or in real life?
Both.
Ralph's over there just talking to his ferret. He's like, "Look, he's going on the ride to the top."
Yeah, my ferret's like.
Alright, she starts pulling it up, and I mean, it's probably like 20 or 25 feet up. And the last thing you see is Eberyn just ascending this makeshift pulley system elevator. And that's where we're going to end this episode.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah.
And then we'll open up next episode with Eberyn dying.
Boyd's
So a body
next new
falls from the
character.
sky.
That's funny.
You see Eberyn's body being flung out of a building.
Let's thank listeners and our patrons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give a shout out to the following patrons: Amber Cardwell, Casey Smith, Cheryl Maplefish,
Hey.
Chris Freeling, James Trevor Hurt, Junior McBabyface, Kayla Light, Kevin McDermott, Max Ciccolini, Morning Dew Dice Bags, Tarkin Davis, and Zophar Petty. Thank you guys for your continued support. And if you'd like to join the ranks for patrons, go to patreon.bardsnobles.com. $2 gets you into the Discord server, and is awesome. And we have some pretty awesome rewards as well. So check it out. We'd love to have you guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys for listening.
And you are listening on the live Twitch stream right now. We're gonna take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Back with the next episode. Woohoo!
After our word
Thanks.
from our sponsors.
Yeah.
My cat just tried to climb the blinds and got stuck.
Nice. Okay.
Thank you guys.
Bye,
It's
everybody.
because your cat is a monster.
We'll be back in just a few minutes.
All right. Are we on break right now?
We're on break right now.
All right.
We're on
Yeah.
break right now.